Okay, so about a week ago, I logged into Facebook to find that my Facebook page was unpublished by Facebook. And they didn't really give me the reasons for this, but they said that the content was infringing their guidelines in some way. There was one button I could click to review this decision, and of course I clicked that, but that went to an orphan page saying we're reviewing this decision, although we are incredibly short-staffed at the moment due to COVID-19. I've also tried to send Facebook live chat messages to Facebook pages and Facebook generally, asking whether they could in fact review this decision. Now, I believe I've tried everything to get Facebook to reconsider this decision. If anyone's watching who knows that something else I can do, then please let me know. So I want to give you a bit of history about the page, what I've done there. So I think the page is about 10 years old. Every business has to have a Facebook page, especially an online business. So all I did with it was to post updates of my blog posts and my YouTube videos. Sometimes I uploaded a video natively to Facebook. The only other thing I did, which may be a result of the ban, or we just don't know, of course, because Facebook hasn't told me, was post a lot of image quotes, self-improvement quotes with a pretty picture. And then you'd get likes for those and people would like the page. And that gave me about 35,000 likes on that page. So the only thing that page was any good for was a little bit of social proof. But apart from that, that's all I did. The most recent update was a week before they unpublished, where I posted a video about how to update PHP on your server. And that's the sort of information and the sort of posts I used to make on my Facebook page. They were all designed to help entrepreneurs in online business. Also, I posted links to my courses and my products, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The point about this all is, and this is a really important point about online business, it's actually an important point about money in general. Now, I'm not going to give investment advice, but one of the first things you learn when you invest money is the importance of diversification. You invest in diverse stocks across multiple different industries and multiple different countries. You don't even just invest in stocks. You invest in stocks, commodities, bonds, and property. I'm not giving investment advice at all, but that is basic advice that I've read in many books. And why am I telling you this? Because it's great advice for online business. It's great advice for all business to vary and diversify your income streams. And not only that, in online business, and here is the absolute lesson that we've all got to learn, and we all probably already know this, don't ever build your business on one platform. I'm actually not that pissed off that Facebook have unpublished my page. It's going to be a bit of hassle. Maybe I'll have to make a new one. I really don't like Facebook. I don't enjoy using Facebook. I only use it because everyone else does. My niche, selling products to people to try and help them with online business, or just giving out free information to try and help people with their online businesses, that's not great for Facebook. Facebook is great for personal development and weight loss and more commercial products like that that people might be interested in while they're looking at Facebook. Facebook's really about entertainment. YouTube and Google searches do much better. So diversify the platforms on which you create and sell to audiences and have multiple income streams. And I'm so lucky that I have both of those. The other thing that's important is to build an email list, because the email list is everything. My audience comes predominantly from Google searches and YouTube searches, and then following the links to my products in those. Am I invulnerable? No, of course I'm not. There could be algorithm changes to the Google algorithm that will stop me getting traffic. I've had those before, but they haven't been terminal changes. And it's same with YouTube. I could get my YouTube account banned, and then all the traffic from YouTube will disappear. And this can happen to people. I've seen it many times. Another example, never build your business on Amazon. Amazon are very famous just for pulling products and pulling sellers out of their universe for no apparent reason. There's no reason given, there's no recourse, you can't go to a court, you can't do anything. It's their playground and you play by their rules. We've always known this, but the problem is the big tech companies are increasing in power every day. Every day, Facebook, Google and Amazon get bigger, they have a bigger market share, more of a monopoly, more power, and more stories you're going to hear like this one of people being treated, I would say unfairly, and just kicked off the platform for no apparent reason. There are many people who are watching this video, and many people around the world, who, if they lost their Facebook page tomorrow, it would crush their business. I'll never forget talking to an SEO guy who specialized in algorithm changes during the 2012, I think it was the Panda or Penguin update, and he was shocked at the amount of people who contacted him, very emotionally distressed because they've woken up one morning and find their income reduced to zero overnight. And this happens all the time. I've heard so many stories about it. Like, it's an algorithm. Algorithms are programmed by human beings, and human beings make mistakes. There's something in their algorithm that made their computer in California think that my Facebook page needed to be unpublished for whatever reason. We'll never know. Somebody wrote a line of code and that has made the difference. It could have made a staggering difference. It could have completely collapsed my income and I could be left destitute because of that algorithm change. But we'll never know. And this is the state of play in the online business world. It's always been like that, but it's getting worse and it will get worse in the future. You only have to look at the share price of the big tech companies. Every index, Facebook's user base is growing despite some boycotts on advertising. So their power is unassailable and getting bigger. So the moral of this story is, don't build your business on just one platform, diversify the platforms and have multiple streams of income. This isn't possible if you're just starting out. It wasn't possible for me. It took me years. I've been in online business for 15 years. So something like this comes along, it doesn't matter. However, if you're just starting out, you know that you have to think about this at some stage. You're only going to have success on one platform at first. That's understandable. The other thing that's important is to build an email list, because the email list is everything, and I started building that over a decade ago. So I hope this video helped you, and I'll be interested to hear your comments down below.